Ollie was a small black cat who lived in a quiet house with a big, wild garden. He was a little shy and often jumped at rustling leaves or buzzing bees. But today felt different. The breeze was gentle, and the sunlight made the garden hum softly. Ollie took a careful step into the tall grass. Something deep inside was calling to him, though he didn't know what. At the very back of the garden stood an old stone gate, covered in moss and vines. Ollie rarely went near it, but today his paws carried him closer, one careful step at a time. Behind the curtain of ivy, he spotted a small wooden door, just the right size for a little cat. The wooden door felt cool and rough under Ollie's paw. When he touched it, it creaked open with a long, slow sound. Beyond it was a narrow path he had never seen before. He hesitated, then stepped forward. His heart thumped nervously, but his eyes sparkled with wonder. The path led into a quiet forest, full of shimmering light. The leaves glowed white, green, and blue, as if made of soft glass. The ground was mossy and warm under Ollie's paws. Glowing butterflies danced above his head, and he tiptoed forward, ears alert and whiskers twitching. Eventually, Ollie found a small pond, clear and calm. Golden fish swam gracefully beneath the surface. Suddenly, one fish leapt from the water with a sparkle. It tossed something shining into the tall grass beyond the pond. Ollie's eyes followed it, wide with curiosity. Ollie padded around the pond and peeked into the grass. There, lying quietly, was a glowing shard that sparkled like a tiny jewel. "Maybe this could be a souvenir," he whispered. As soon as he touched it, the shard glowed brighter. A path of golden light began to stretch out in front of him. The glowing path led into a tunnel made of rainbow-colored flowers. Petals floated gently in the air like feathers. A squirrel and two tiny owls waved at Ollie from the flowers. He blinked in surprise, then smiled. With a deep breath, Ollie stepped forward. He wasn't just a scaredy cat anymore. At the end of the tunnel, the forest opened into a bright, peaceful meadow. In the center stood a great tree and a cave that shimmered like crystal. Ollie reached into his pocket and held up the shard. It sparkled, and light beamed into the cave's entrance. From deep inside, he heard a soft, musical sound. Inside the cave was a small, glowing bird. "Did you bring me the shard?" it asked gently. Ollie nodded and placed the glowing piece on the ground. The bird chirped joyfully and flapped its wings, circling around Ollie in a swirl of light and color. Suddenly, Ollie found himself back in the garden. The little wooden door behind him closed with a quiet click. Was it all a dream? He wondered aloud. But in his pocket, he found a single soft petal, a sign that the adventure had truly happened. Ollie smiled and wagged his tail as he headed home.